We have every reason to have hope. The solutions already exist. If we come together as one human family, we can reclaim our lost century.
Not to burst your bubble, but the Earth is not the center of the universe. At least not anymore. You are not the star of your own movie. Humans are not the top of the food chain. And fate is a fantasy. But I can't prove any of this, even if I wanted to.
There is an indefinable, mysterious power that pervades everything. I feel it, though I do not see it. It is this unseen power which makes itself felt. There is an indefinable, mysterious power that pervades everything. I feel it, though I do not see it. It is this unseen power which makes itself felt.
Reality simply isn't what it used to be. Things are not what they seem. Everything around us is a mental construct. We create our own reality. Breaking that down is hard to do. And once it's done, there ain't no coming back.
Most people don't know what a dead man's trigger is. And even fewer need one. A dead man's trigger is a safety valve. For reasons of security, a person prepares a recourse of such severe action that if harmed, they will release a cache of damaging evidence against those enemies.
That has to do with the human condition of the proclivity to accumulate vast amounts of power around a handful of people.
All right, sit down and shut up.
And right now, these misanthropic sociopaths are running the planet into the ground.
When Congress or whatever else or budget directors say, well, we've lost $100 billion in black program, what does the public do? What can the public do? We can complain to our congressmen, but our congressmen can't get any information.
With lobbyists, interest groups, campaign funding, the economic powers that be have learned to control the From 1945 to 1998, 2,053 nuclear bombs exploded on this planet. The United States detonated over half of them.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
You consider, as the area of our knowledge grows, so too does the perimeter of our ignorance.
Yeah.
As we reach out.
I enjoyed
that. Should be on a shirt.
Yeah.
Right. I think we're in the middle of the perimeter of our ignorance.
How much of the galaxy have we actually searched for life? Because every time I'm out in the street, someone says, we've looked and we haven't found any. Are we alone?
That's right.
And I'm trying to find a way to tell them we're not likely alone, but they know we've been looking for a while. So how do you deal with this?
So I try and tell people about all the different ways you might have to look to get it right. All the different frequencies, be at the right time, looking at the right place.
All this has to come together.
Right. Now, that big volume that you need to search through, set that equal to the volume of the Earth's oceans.
Okay.
All that water. So how much have we sampled in the last 50 years? 1 12-ounce glass. It's not a lot. And so if you were looking for fish in the ocean, are there any fish in the Earth's ocean? Here's a glass. I'm gonna scoop up a glass and I'm gonna look at it. And there aren't any fish in there. Can you claim that there are no fish in the ocean?
Yeah, you'd be stupid to do so.
Yeah. And so it's the fact that it's hard to comprehend how big the search is. So you can't understand how little we've done. However, exponentials will save us, because our ability to search Mainly
the growth of
through
technology.
Computing. Right.
Exponential growth of storage, retrieval of information.
All that stuff.
Detectives.
It gets faster and better all the time.
Seth, what's your take on that?
It's exploration. It's exploration. It's like sitting around in the bars of Europe, 300, 400 years ago and saying, yeah, what do you think, Ralph? Do you think there's a continent at the bottom of the globe, right? And you can say, well, what good is it going to do to find it if it's there? What we will learn is that we're unique, yes, but we're not special.
I'm special. But if we are actually alone, it would seem to me that our responsibility is even greater, because if the universe has no other consciousness in it other than ours, it seems like we owe it to the universe to keep ourselves going. If there is no intelligent life other than us, then the universe itself loses meaning in a way, because there's nothing to observe it. David Hamilton, Mayagas, Puerto Rico. Would it be more likely that any intelligent signal we detect is simply an echo of life now long gone? How could we tell the difference? And if we couldn't, can we still claim we aren't alone?
Seth.
Yeah, well, look, people ask that. You pick up a signal, it took, who knows how many years to get here. Maybe they're gone. Well, maybe they are gone. But you know what? The time it takes for a signal to get here might be tens, hundreds, thousands of years. The U.S. Post Office might give me a letter from my aunt tomorrow, and maybe my aunt has died since she sent that letter. It's possible, but the lifetime of ants is pretty long compared to the functioning of the Postal Service, so the chances are she's still around. I think that if we pick up a signal, yeah, maybe it's a 100-year-old signal, but I'd like to think that they haven't self-destructed in the last century.
Good.